My name's Earl Crabtree, and I'm going to be your host today. Today, we're going to talk about the evolution of acting. We're going to talk about some very famous actors that influenced the way acting has evolved through the past century. We're also going to talk about why I have a black eye. We'll get to that later. So sit back, relax, take a seat with me on my couch.
I got my camera in cause it's not charged, but we're gonna take a seat on my couch together. There's my wallet, you can't have any of my money.
Now, back in the early days, the Greeks were the first known to do the acting and actressing. These actors and actresses were held at very high esteem, just like in today's world. They dressed elaborately. They would even create and wear masks to show and emphasize emotion. Oh, and here are the dirty scallywag Romans. They didn't have as good luck. The Romans were, the ones that were actors were typically slaves, very poor. The quality of acting and the actual show itself was a very low quality, very low budgeted production. Not high esteemly held, very boring.
So as you can see, even way back in the day, actors were held at high esteem. But for the Romans, not so much. But not everyone gets the winner's chair. I do, but not everyone does. In older films, you couldn't get as involved. The audience couldn't get as involved in the movie. Now, when they came out, they were groundbreaking. Don't get me wrong. People were losing their minds. Fun and fancy free, I tell you. But this is all you got in the very first movies that came out.
One angle. I don't see how they got enjoyment out of this.
To angles like this. I can't find the keys. Someone took the keys, I know it. I don't like liars. Film has gone from one camera angle that didn't move to moving all over the place constantly, making you disoriented. It's gone miles upon miles, and with that, actors have had to develop with the art changing. Back in the day, you just had to stay in one spot. You had a whole room to move around in. Now actors have to move with the camera, and they have to run and speed run and do another take and do this take this way and do the take that way because the camera moves so much and you get to see every angle of all the action. Another thing that's really hard to believe is that Thomas Edison, he thought that close-ups like this would make you feel like you were just talking to a head and that my head was not on my body. I don't understand that, but that changed, and then close-ups are now used for very dramatic moments, so you can see the expression on the face, the anger, the sadness, the happiness, or the I have no idea what you're talking about face. I remember back in music class we had to watch that movie Phantom of the Opera. I wasn't bored. I actually enjoyed it. I've never seen a black and white movie, and I'd never seen actors act like that, where they had to be overly expressive. It reminded me of the way I have to be with my girlfriend. Now, I'm gonna be straight honest about this. I believe that when movies first came out, I felt actors didn't really have their own style yet. They were so new at the art that no one had really grown to build their own style. Now, when Charlie Chaplin came out, I felt actors and actresses began to develop their own styles. Hence, their popularity soared. I personally believe modern actors go above and beyond any other generation of actors. For example, Heath Ledger as the Joker. How deep did that guy get into that character? I mean, come on. You can have amazing graphics, huge stunts, explosions, combat, but nothing quite moves you when you have an actor like Heath Ledger or Leonardo DiCaprio or Russell Crowe. Come on, Russell Crowe. So thank you for joining me on my comfy red couch. But this ends it for right now. We'll be back next week or something, you know.